What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Essence and Aesthetic podcast. I'm joined by myself right now, doing the quick little intro, outro, business stuff first, because we are going to have a guest, so make sure you stay tuned to watch the guest. It's going to be a great episode, so stay tuned. So again, you already know the deal. Make sure you guys follow us on all of our socials. Instagram, at Essence and Aesthetic, fucking TikTok, at Essence and Aesthetic Pod, Spotify for the monthly playlist, which just dropped this month of November. Also for the podcasts, iTunes podcasts, follow us on there, give us stars, review us, all that, crazy stuff. And of course the Patreon, guys. Support us on the Patreon. It's only $5 a month. With that, you'll get some more exclusive content, as well as all of our episodes a little bit early, as well as the video and audio. So just a little bit of something for you guys on the Patreon for $5. Other than that, stay tuned, guys. Hope you guys enjoy the episode. Peace. All right, y'all. Welcome back. Damn, fucking plant is attacking me today. But what's up, y'all?
You gotta start watering that.
I know. What's up? We back in the building. Essence and Aesthetic Podcast.
Where it's
Another
at.
episode. Joined by a special guest this week. Fucking got my boy Adam. Adam in the studio. Fucking Adam on film. Fucking just big Adams in the building
There
today,
it is.
man.
Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, man,
Cool
of
stuff.
course. Glad you're here. This is dope. So for anyone who doesn't know, which I'm sure a lot of people don't, this is actually my first time meeting Adam in person. We've known each other for probably 2 years.
Yeah,
ago?
man. Internet friends all the way. Internet on the front. Yeah.
And been a big fan of him. He's a photographer, so
Appreciate that.
been a big fan of him for a while. And we've always talked about linking up and just getting together, but things have never worked. But yeah, man. So glad to finally have you.
Yeah, definitely.
here.
Glad to be here. Glad to be here. So good stuff.
Cool, man. But yeah, hey man, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm
Oh,
good. Dude, that's a
forgot,
surprise.
yeah,
I thought
you
you
guys
guys knew each other. I thought you guys were cool. This is
Yeah,
new. Hey,
we
that's
are.
dope.
It's
No,
just we
no,
just
but
haven't met
that's
in
cool.
person.
Yeah.
Man, I want that. Where's my Xbox friends at,
I know,
man? Where's
bro.
all my Xbox friends?
No, and you know what's funny is I've actually met so many internet friends this year, and I have planned to meet more next year. It's insane. Like one of my boys I played Xbox with him when I was a kid.
Yeah, dude.
I finally met him this year. Went out to Vegas, had a great time. He came back and stayed with me for a week.
Oh, shit.
It was just it was insane.
It's a real thing,
Dude, yeah.
It's a real thing, man. I'm gonna start looking at my friends list again. Like, hey, what's up, man? I seen you on 3 hours ago. What's up?
Just some random
Yeah,
people you
just
haven't
random
talked to in
people.
fucking years.
Yeah, no.
I'm using the same Xbox account since I was 12. You're like, bro, just what's up, man? Still sniping? What's good, bro? Just started
Trying to link up?
conversations again.
That's cool though.
Oh, but
That's
yeah,
dope.
man. Fuck it. We'll just
Dive right
dive
in.
straight into
Diving
it.
right in.
So, like I said, Adam, you're a photographer.
Mm-hmm.
Would you care to, kind of give a little bit more information about that? What do you do?
Yeah. I mean, it used to be a full-time gig. Now it's not really the full-time thing. I found out very fast that I hated being creative to pay rent, and I know a lot of people like that, but for me, it just was not it. I mean, I hated someone the fact of someone even though they were contracting me because they love my work, it's they're looking for a specific thing, and I would hate to bring work to them and they would be unsatisfied with it. So I just shooting my own stuff, doing what I can, and if people like it, they like it. If they want to buy a book of mine, they can, prints, whatever. It's cool. I can do it on the side, and plus obviously COVID stopped a lot of my clients and a lot of brands that I was working with. So
Fucking COVID.
Yeah, I know, right? So I'm back in the financial sector. I got my 9 to 5, but I also still shoot and everything. But I guess what's different about what I do is it's all on film. So I mean, you shoot film. A lot of people shoot film. We got the
It is.
but my stuff is just completely on film. No edits, no nothing. It's what I get is what I get, and I just throw it up there.
That's the best.
I mean, it's a mixture of both, but my page is mainly model photography.
Go check it out, guys.
Yeah.
I'm serious. Go check it
Yeah,
out.
we'll drop the link for Adam.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll
check
get the link. They'll get the link. But I mean, it's been a fun ride. I mean, but I'm always up and down with, do I enjoy it? Do I not? Instagram's a big toxic community and everything. So that's a big
the photographer
thing.
community, low key. It's very I won't say self-righteous, but I don't know. It's just very secluded. It feels like.
Yeah, it's very cliquey sometimes.
Yeah.
And then you also have like a bunch of weirdos on there too, and even like with the like a variety of people that you work with, like you always got to be careful. You know, everyone's speaking on your name at all times. You know, people
reputation, right?
Yeah,
there.
you know, your reputation's a big thing, but also like the people you work with. Like I'm really close with the group of people that I work with, just specifically, because like I have a rapport with them, and we constantly like make good work. It's very hard for me to like branch out just because of certain situations that I've been and that my friends have been in too. And especially because like I'm not shooting for a check. Like I don't need your business. I don't need to shoot with you. I can do what I want, and that's freedom that is just worth so much more to me than anything else. So that's like the big ticket item right there. But you know, other people are not. They try to make careers out of it. People get burnt out, and no disrespect to them. That's cool if they want to do. But
that's kind of where I'm at.
It's hard. It's a hard thing to do,
tough.
man.
Yeah,
it's tough
for sure.
Trying to be creative all the time, like 24/7. Like, man.
Well, I mean, the thing is Instagram really kills a lot of it for me because I mean, I was shooting when I don't want to date myself right now, but you know, I was taking disposables to parties in high school and everything. Instagram was just like barely coming up, and it was fun because people were like, "Oh shit!" Like I remember those when I was a kid, and like even nowadays people are still like that. But
it's a big
Adam started the trend.
factor.
Yeah, but
started the trend.
you know, like Tumblr was a big thing and stuff like that. So, but it's
2011 vibes.
There's a lot of people who pick up a camera just because it's cool now.
Yeah.
Like I wish I wish I could shoot in the 80s or 90s and just shoot people in for magazines and stuff like that. I think that'd be like next level. Nowadays, people just want to take a picture of like Travis Scott and
post it.
Yeah, or like
photographer, hashtag photographer.
Yeah, or they got this opportunity to do this one thing, and they just like blow that shit. They ride that for the rest of their life.
Exactly.
Like, yo, bro, I'm the best photographer because I did this one event.
Or like they go to like a random party and Jake Paul shows up. You know, we're close to LA. I mean, you guys are LA. I'm down South County, but that's what it is. It's a bunch of those people. It's right place, right time, and
for real, yeah.
You know, so.
Damn, I never thought of it like that, but that's true. Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I just do it for fun.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a digital person.
Okay.
Film is too hard for me. I'd be like taking it. I'm like, where did it happen to all my photos? Oh, I realized it's fucking film. Like I only got like 18 shots in this real quick.
I know. I tried to get him on film when I was doing a lot of my film stuff. I was like,
I think I have like,
you gotta do it, man. Like,
I think I
try
got two undeveloped rolls still. Like, oh, I think it's somewhere in my bag. I gotta go get them done. But it's fun. I like it because it's like, it's a one-time shot. Like that's the cool part. Like you can't be like da 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 da. Like when you're doing it, it's like you have to capture that moment in that time. And that's pretty cool film. I
mean, I hate to be like the corny art dude with film and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
But I always feel people are like, especially when you take like a film camera to a party or something, or like to an event, people are more genuine with it. Like they're more
playful.
Yeah, they're more playful. They're more enthusiastic. They show more emotion too. Like if you just have a digital camera, you're putting it in their face. People are like, oh, what the?
It's intimidating.
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
intimidating,
Especially if you're coming up with a big like 24-70, and you're just like, whoa, bring out a giant ass camera. It was like, what the?
You ready?
Fuck
Say
you doing?
cheese. Like, no.
Exactly. But you bring a little point and shoot or your camera. Yeah, everyone's like, oh, what is? Oh, that's on film.
Yes.
Let me get a picture, and then you show it to them like months later.
Bro, sometimes those are the best photos too.
Yeah.
Those are the fucking best photos.
It's definitely one of the things, again, just the kind of cliche shit. Like you kind of just forget what you take. I know for me, it takes me forever to finish a roll of film because I'm very particular of what like I would get on my stuff. Sometimes it would take me a whole month when I was really doing it, like a whole month to finish a roll.
Oh wow!
And then just being lazy and not getting shit developed, it would take me another month to get that shit developed. And then I'd be like, all right, I have like 4, rolls, so let's do them all at the same time. Bring it back, and I'm like, oh damn, man! I remember I was like a month ago we did this and like stuff like that. So it's cool just to kind of have that like on the back burner, and then like memories will just like come back.
Yeah. Like
in a month or however long you take to develop your shit. But yeah, man, it's fucking fun.
Yeah.
What was the big factor for you to go film over digital? Or was it always like a film choice, or did you do digital and just kind of try film?
Well, I mean, like when I was a little kid, disposables. My family vacations, you always had disposables and stuff. And then when I got older, I finally bought myself a digital camera. Got the Lightroom. I remember like ripping the software from like Pirate Bay and shit like that.
Yep.
Big pirates over here.
So I had like all the Adobe platforms. Like, oh, I'm fucking set. Like, let me do this. And then I would take pictures and I would just sit there for hours, like editing. I'm like, I'm not happy with any of this. Like, this all looks like, and I would get a picture perfect. I'd export it, get it on my phone, and be like, this is dog shit. And so it got to a point where I was just like, well, let me pick up this film camera and let me shoot it, and whatever I get is what I get. I can't really be mad at that.
Yeah.
You know, so it just got to a point where I was buying and selling cameras because different cameras will give you different looks depending on the glass and everything. And I finally found something that works for me, and it gave me, you know, the perfect results, what I was looking for. And I just kind of like stuck to that. It just ended up being what I wanted from like the look of my photos. And it was great because then I could just be like, oh, I got this film back, and just, I don't need to edit it. I can just throw it up there. And if it came out like shit, it came out like shit. And sometimes it's funny because like sometimes the shit is something I enjoy the most.
Yeah.
You know, so that was like the big turning point. I mean, it's also it's a bummer because like it's the most expensive format to use,
especially now. Those prices jump.
Yeah, but it's good because like when I feel like, and this is my personal opinion. Obviously, you shoot digital, it might be different, but you know, it's the same thing with cars. Like, there's always going to be a better, faster, better looking car next year. And I felt that was the same way with like Canon, Sony's, and
they're always competing, dude.
Yeah.
Mirrorless, freaking.
So I was
DSLR,
always
everything. Yeah,
I was always like looking into, I gotta have the best camera. It's always gotta be the best camera. But now it's
the
like
most expensive one too. When you're kind of looking for one,
and especially because they're so expensive, it was to the point where I was so scared to like take the camera out, take a picture, and I would mess it up. But now, like I've learned with my film cameras, I'm like, I'm just gonna beat the shit out of them. So I'll take them to the club, I'll take them to events, and day clubs, and everything. I got like a line of point and shoots now, so I can take them everywhere I go.
Oh yeah.
And then I have like my like, you know, my professional rig, where it's my, you know, I'd use it for model photography, but I'm also like, I'm going to the beach, I'm traveling, and I can't be afraid to like sling that over my shoulder, you know, because if it would suck like missing a moment just because I'm like, oh, let me take it out of my bag and let me be so careful. So
oh, you're right, you're not wrong.
Yeah, man. Starting out, or I mean, even I guess now, how is the progression of your work changed? Like, obviously, you know, now you've been doing, you know, model work, and that's kind of always been, as long as I've known you, that's always kind of been like your thing. Was that always your thing from the beginning? Was it more, you know, lifestyle, architecture, party, and then migrated into models? Or
what's actually really funny is I used to take pictures of like what people on Instagram consider boring. Like, I loved buildings. I was traveling a lot for work at the time. I was working at a cybersecurity firm, and I was traveling. I was going to New York, East Coast, everywhere. I loved buildings. I loved art galleries. I loved taking pictures, like all that kind of stuff. And it was, you know, that's fun for me. But I ended up having a choice to either like, I was either going to move to New York or move down to like closer to the beach, like to Laguna, where I'm at now. And I ended up moving to the beach. I love the water and everything. And one of my friends who got really big on Instagram, you know, she was on Barstool in college. She was blowing up and everything. A couple other friends too. You know, girls from high school and everything, like they were blown up on Instagram, and they're like, hey, like, I need some photos. I know you take photos, and you're like the only one that I know that I would trust taking photos of me. And it was around the time, like, you know, brands started sending Instagram models like stuff, or like girls stuff. Like Ethica was big.
The beginning of the influencers.
Yeah, like the beginning of the influencers, like when they started to get serious. And I remember my friend told me like, oh, like Ethica sent me some underwear, like can you take pictures of me of that? I was like, okay, I guess so. And then another friend told me she like got sent stuff from a bikini line. She's like, I know you live right by the beach. Like, do you know any secret places like we could take photos where no one will see and everything? I'm like, yeah, sure. And I just remember like the one shoot, the Ethica stuff came out really good. They picked up the photos and everything. And she told me like straight up, she was leaving my house after like I gave her the photos. She looks at me and she says, start taking pictures of interesting shit, and maybe people will start looking at your photos. And it was like the harshest advice.
Oh my god!
But it was like eye opening. I'm like, damn, I'm like, you know. And so a lot of people give me shit. They're like, oh, you just take pictures of girls because it's like it's what's in it. But at the time, it was. I had the resources.
Yeah.
I lived 5 minutes from like some of the most beautiful beaches in the whole country.
Yeah.
I had a lot of friends who got big on Instagram, and you know they're cool with me and everything. So it was very easy to like build a rapport of people, and like eventually people were like, oh, like you work with her, like, oh, let me hit up you for photos. So it kind of like cascaded into what it is now, and I built just a roster of people. So like you'll even see like the progression of people. Like I have one friend. You'll see her name is Marley. Like she moved from the East Coast down to here, and she hit me up for photos, and like she was just some girl who's from a small town. And now she's just like this big thing on TikTok, big thing on Instagram. So it's like it's cool to like stay true to the people that have helped you like progress, and that's what's helped my progression a lot. I'm like, I don't treat people as disposable, you know, and I think that's what's different between like my work and other people's.
Yeah, you have that relationship. It's easy to like connect with them, and then they're not timid or shy or anything.
Exactly.
That's the cool thing. And so you get their natural photo like shoot, you know, like they're not like stiff, they're not like over here like uncomfortable, you know, like because I know there's a lot of guys out there that like tarnish that game, and like they're just doing it to try to get something from it, you know, and it's like first off, if you're one of those people, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. But
it's a very fine line you ride, and but like even people who like girls that model for a living or people that model for a living, they like I've had them say like, dude, I create my best work when we work because of just like the environment you create. You know, it's non-judgmental, it's very comfortable. Like I don't edit my photos like a lot of people edit bodies and stuff like that. I'm like, dude, like if you have to do that, like first of all, who are you to say as a man or any type of photographer like what a woman should look like?
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and to edit someone without the permission is very weird. And like if you can't take a good picture to start with, you're not going to have a good picture in the end. You know, you got to have a good foundation with everything.
Yeah.
So it's a big variety of things. It's the comfortability. It's being able to work with people repetitively. They're comfortable, and you can see it in the photos. Like I've seen girls that I've worked with work with someone else, and I'm like, that girl looks uncomfortable. And they've even told me like this was the worst shoot ever. I don't know why he's posting those photos. I was like, hey man, like
it goes back to like having that relationship with someone and making sure like they're okay with it. You know? Like you're just there to help.
Yeah. So and that's like a thing. It goes beyond like my. That's again, it falls in like that's why I'm glad I'm not shooting for a check because I can create good work with good people and enjoy it. If people want to support me in the end, they support me in the end. That's cool.
There you go.
You know, so I appreciate that.
Nice, man. Do you have any photographers that have kind of helped you get that style? I guess like my roundabout way of saying like who are your inspirations as photographers now or when you started or
when I started. It's funny because you say that because a lot of the photographers that I used to look up to, like they don't shoot anymore, either because they ended up being weirdos, or because they've just like moved on. The only person that like still does it, he used to go by Van Styles. He's Steven Vanasco now.
Yep.
Okay.
He goes by his real name.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it was like a trend back in the day for photographers to have like rapper names, you know, like, so it's really funny, but he's like the only one that has like stayed true. People probably seen like his Dodger Stadium photos and everything. His stuff is really cool.
On Twitter all the time.
Yeah.
Post something. Yeah.
So it was actually really cool because he's another person who had like kind of like the same story. I don't know if you guys have you guys heard like his like how he got into it.
I have.
I don't think
he is.
No.
So the short end of it, he worked at a skate park. One of the dads at the skate park that he was like teaching the kid how to skate, he actually worked for like an adult film production company.
Oh, hello.
And that's how he got into shooting models.
Hello. Hey, can we talk to him? I just want to know his network. I just know his network.
I mean, it's like it's been connections, and that's how he made friends in that area, and like he started selling skateboards, and it just kind of blew up for them. So
that's cool.
You know, you really, when it comes to shooting, I mean, find what you love to shoot, but also shoot what's available to you.
Yeah.
You know, but he was a big influence. Juno Files, which he's really cool. I'm actually friends with him now. It's kind of cool. Like you get to a level where you're actually hanging out and shooting with like the people who you looked up to. There's a couple other photographers, I won't name them anymore because they've done some sketchy shit.
Okay.
It kind of sucks because and that's a big thing that puts me down all the time is like these people you think make really cool stuff and they end up being weirdos and you know. It's like watching your like Barry Bonds get caught with steroids and stuff like that. I mean, it's a lot worse than what they do.
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. I mean, I could name names and list it off forever, but at the end of the day, you got to be your own hero. So
there you go. Man, he putting you on. You better listen, bro. He giving you a list, bullet point list of what to do. Like,
all right, you got anything?
No, I mean, I saw your work and I was like, oh, it's different, because like I didn't expect that. Like he like hit me up and I'm like, oh, so who's going on the show today? And he's like, oh, it's this guy. I'm like, okay, let me check out his profile. And I was like, oh, is that kind of photographer? But you know, it's like you're talking about, like people have that I forget the word, but like that thing where like they already judge you based off what you're posting, but they don't know the full thing. So it's like, fuck it, like if he's doing that, that's cool. Whatever's he's doing, you know, whatever's comfortable for him, like that's dope. Like for me, I don't only do portraits. Like I tried my hand in other stuff, I don't like it, and so I stick with portraits. Like for anyone else that does it, like if you're cool with architecture, if you're cool with traveling and nature, if you're cool with that, like do your thing, you know. Like who gives a shit, you know?
Yeah, you gotta find what you. I mean, you know, find what you love, but also, you know, figure out what's available to you. Like if you're going on road trips, you know, it obviously makes sense to take pictures of the place you travel to. If you live in the city, go find, you know, go do street photography.
Yeah.
If you're you know, if you're out on a boat all the time, go take pictures of the ocean and stuff. Yeah. You know, so but yeah, a lot of people do have that misconception. It kind of sucks. I try to avoid it as much as I can. But dude, I had some girl come at me sideways in my DMs.
Oh.
She posted a full story. Like I'm like, oh, thanks for the advertisement, first off. But you know, and just like the words she says, like you could just tell that she doesn't follow me. She's never followed me. She's only seen the photos and everything. And it's like she was trying to come at me and like hate on me, but also she was like claiming she's a feminist, but also hating on the women that I was shooting with. So it's like you can't
contradicting yourself.
Yeah, she was very contradicting, and it was cool. I only put it on my close friend story, just to be like, you know, just to show, you know, my friends and everything. It was great because I got like an outpour of messages from all the girls that I work with and everything, and they were really backing me up. And because dude, honestly makes me feel like shit sometimes. Like, you know, I was like, it sucks having haters. It sucks like being in that position, but.
Yeah, see, Adam has real haters.
Yeah,
we have fake haters on our.
We had one dislike on YouTube, and I got sad already.
Dude, we had one dislike.
I was like, wow,
it's over for us.
First off, it posted literally 2 minutes, and we already had a dislike.
Like
so
our
fuck
fucking
you.
podcast, go fuck yourself.
Hey, the good thing about dislikes, it still fucks with the algorithm, so it'll still you.
It's like all publicity, good publicity. It don't matter.
Exactly.
But yeah, nah, that's definitely funny.
But what about you? What's up? You're shooting still? You're not shooting?
I mean, I haven't picked up the camera in a while. I think since I left Portland a few months ago, it was probably the last time. I mean, I was usually when I was up there. Again, it was kind of more just, we're hanging out with the homies or whatever. I'm just gonna bring it along. We go on like hikes, and you know, I'm taking up there with me on the hikes, or we're just, you know, strolling through the city. You can just stroll through the city. But since I moved back here, back home, I haven't really been shooting much. I've mostly just been working on the podcast and, you know, figuring out how to make it better and doing all that stuff, because this is kind of, you know, where I find my little home here with y'all on the airwaves and all this shit. But yeah, I mean, I still love it. I still got all my gear. I still got everything in the crib. It's just sitting there right now.
There you go.
It'll come out.
It's on pause, you know.
Exactly. It's like everything, bro. I don't even fucking DJ anymore. I don't even do. I've been slacking on everything. On everything, I've been slacking. But yeah, man. I mean, other than that, just been podcasting, working on the craft.
Good stuff.
But yeah, man. Fuck, I was gonna say something. I forgot. Oh, no, fuck, I don't even try to remember. See, I'm using my cheat codes. Yes, dream models. Anyone that you are like, yo, you can have like the almost impossible like dream model, and then a one where you're like, if I work hard enough, I could probably get this dream model.
Dream models to work with. It's... You know, I really don't know, because I'd rather work with someone who I vibe with than like someone of stature.
Damn, this guy.
Yeah, because I mean, it doesn't make sense to go to like, okay, let's say Barbara Palvin, who's Victoria's Secret model, and she's, you know, pretty big, or like Savage Fenty models and stuff like that. You know, I could shoot with them, and I bet it would be great. But if we're not vibing, like the shoot could go to shit. She could say, "I hate your ideas. I hate your style of photography," or like, you know. So that's a big thing. Everyone always has their dream person to work with, you know. But sometimes that doesn't work out. You know, what if, you know, someone who has a dream person they work with, like I'm very specific with my craft. Again, like there's no editing, there's no you know, Facetune, body morphing, whatever.
All natural, baby.
Absolutely.
All natural.
Exactly. So like, what if I wanted to work with this person and they're like, no, because you won't Photoshop me. That's a big thing.
No, I at my work, so we have photographers too, and like sometimes we're bringing models, and then there'd be a point where she's like, I want you to curve me in this way, and I'm all like, whoa, that's really a thing. Like my guy did it like 10 times before she finally accepted it.
Oh yeah.
And I'm all like, wow. It's like the minor details too. It's like, what's you can't even see this. Like you don't even know.
And that's a big thing, because like, one, like I don't want to be mean or anything, but like I'm not going to prescribe to your mental illness. Like if you don't feel comfortable in your body and stuff like that, that's fine. Like that's cool. Go have that be your own. Like, you know, I want to promote the natural body. Like this is what girls really look like. Like if you really look in the details of my photos, like you'll see acne, you'll see stretch marks, you'll see unclear skin. Like if you really look down to it. But I mean, my position is I have to create a perfect image to where like that person isn't noticing that. So like an example, like I remember I shot this girl and she had a big bruise on her backside, right? Right. She looked gorgeous. Like she's covered in water and everything, bikini and everything. And the thing was, like, someone commented on there and they're like, oh, this is a great picture, but what about that bruise on her leg? It's like, yo, if you're focusing on the bruise, man,
Like,
you're focusing on the wrong item here, man. Yeah, you know, so it's like that's what I try to get across. So when it comes to dream people, I don't really have a dream person. I would just love to work with everyone that's cool with me. If you enjoy my stuff, hey, hit me up. Cool if I vibe. You know, it doesn't matter if you have 1,000 followers or, you know, 1 million followers. If you're cool, I'll probably want to work with you, especially like the people that show me love all the time. That's always the coolest people. People with like the lowest amount of followers have sometimes been like the best people to work with.
Yeah.
And that's all I can say about that. I mean, it's a big world. You know, art community is very big. So, you know, that's it pretty much.
Adam, my guy, he's the most humble and honest guy I've ever met. From my goodness, I'll book a shoot with you. You can put water on me, man. Like, fuck, make me feel good about myself.
That's what you want to promote. I mean, yeah, because that's the thing is like, I mean, I couldn't imagine like, you know, wanting to shoot with someone and be like, oh, like I would love to shoot with you. And then I get the photos back. I'm going to Photoshop you into something you don't look like. If I was that model, personally, I would feel like shit. You know, or as a photographer, like if you know, if she's like, oh no, you need to make me look like this. I was like, well, you know, I don't really do that. You know, so it's like puts me in an awkward position.
Do you lay down the law? Like, not lay down the law, but like you like let them know, like, hey, look, this is my kind of shoot. This kind of style I go for. Like, are you okay with that kind of thing, or like?
Well, if like someone hits me up to shoot, like I have a checklist. Like there's certain things to look at on like someone's profile. Like, you know, if we have been following each other for a while, do he or she post, you know, stories? Oh, you know, do they post videos in their stories? Do they have, how edited are their photos? You know, you know, because I can tell, you probably can tell, like you can tell Facetune. Like,
oh
dude,
yeah,
if that picture's too blurry, like come on now. If
I know you ain't
you see the
Photoshop
distortion.
using Gaussian
Looking
blur,
at the pixels
bro.
right there.
Yeah, like, I'm no doctor, but you know, I know the human anatomy well enough to like, that does not supposed to look like that. You know, and so
see
that's
the
like
wall curving in with it.
Yeah, you know, it's not even that. The funny thing is, we'll get into that later. That's a different story, but yeah, I do have a checklist on like who I want to work with. Obviously, people that show me love or like, you know, they get to the top of the list. But yeah, there's a big if they've worked with someone who I find creditable, that's a big thing too. There's a lot of people that I've chased down that I've like put off my list just because I feel that they're just chasing the clout, or they're chasing like
chasers.
They're just like, everyone seems to be working with this person. How do I get it into that? You know, it's in this day and age, my brand is more built off exclusivity than like working with everyone. Because if I worked with everyone, you know, it's supply and demand. Yeah, you know, it's tarnishing the value of my work. So even though it's bad in this day and age, it holds true to my brand like majorly. So
yeah, man, I bet checklists, having all that shit prepared is fucking.
That's smart though.
Important, yeah.
That's smart.
'cause,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, like I said, you never know, and people be
Doing your research,
fucking
knowing, like,
around
what's
and
going
being
on. Yeah.
weird and.
Because the last thing I would want is someone to show up, and I'm like, yo, this does not look like the person
Oh.
that I booked the shoot with.
Yeah.
A number one thing, and I hate to do this, is a lot of people are like, hey, can like my friend's in town, can you shoot her too?
Oh.
And I constantly have to say, like, no, like they can come to the shoot, like it's cool, like more friends the merrier, like, you know, they want to hype you up and be that hype man, but like, one, film is expensive, and two, like I don't know that person, you know, like it's not, I didn't book the shoot with them, and that's like a lot of people think I'm a dick for that, but it's like I have to be real, you know, if you know, it's at a point, and not to say like I'm fucking God's gift to photography or anything, but you know, I'm at a certain level where I want to play with Shaq and Kobe. I can't play in like the fucking D League. You know, I'm not there, and so I really have to stay true to the people that like I work with consistently, because obviously like time is money. Like if this person comes at me and they're gonna come at me sideways with like, oh, like you're gonna shoot my friend too, like no, dude, no, like you're gonna mess up the vibe, or like I only want to shoot this, or like can you edit me? Like I'm booking that time slot for you when I could have taken this time slot and dedicated to like someone who was dedicated on my roster and created even better work, because I'm gonna have such a better time. Like there's been times where like I've canceled shoots and I've called friends and I'm like, yo, what are you doing right now? And they're like, I'm not doing anything. And they've come down and we've had the greatest time. Like there was one time I had like a full day of shooting, right? Full day of shooting, scheduled. Model ended up coming at me sideways, and instead of just like, you know, doing it to do it, I canceled the shoot. Called up one of my friends, Kira, shout out to her. She's fucking cool as hell. I was like, yo, what are you doing? Like, do you want to shoot tonight? Do you want to do anything? She's like, I'm down to shoot. I'm down to do whatever. Like, we can do whatever. I was like, cool. Like, come on down. It was one of the coolest nights. We ended up, we just like shot around my place, like on PCH and everything. Got these really cool photos of her in like in a park and everything. Got this really cool video, put it together on TikTok. It was really cool. And then I got called by this company, and they're like, hey, we want you to come shoot this concert that's tonight. And I'm like, okay. They're like, we're going to get you in for free. It's cool. Dude, it ended up being this like underground society of ravers.
So,
dude, this party was in San Diego underneath a freeway bridge.
Oh,
that's hard.
I get there. I'm like, dude, honestly, like, I'm sorry. I don't know what to expect, but like, we're gonna drive all this way. If it's cool, it's cool. If it's not, I'm sorry. I'll give you gas money. Whatever.
From Laguna all the way down to San Diego.
So we cruised. We pulled up. There's a ton of cars. Like there's just a line of cars, and like we don't see the concert. We just hear the music.
Like where the fuck?
We start. Yeah.
Walking around everywhere.
We're walking in the pitch dark. We go around. We turn a corner. We see the lights. We see someone twirling fire.
This sounds
dude
fun.
Full on DJ thing. I go
hell?
up to the thing. It's like security. I go to the door. I go, hey, I'm looking for such and such. He's like, oh, that's me. You must be Adam. I'm like, yeah. And he's like, cool. Here's your wristband. Fucking wristband in. Went up there. I only brought a disposable. Like I brought my point and shoot camera. Took a couple cool photos. Like these people were all in costume. Like, am I at EDC? What the fuck's going on?
That's hard.
And it was dope. It was like cool. It's just like adventure. But it's like those little things. Like I would have never been able to do that with someone random, you know, like I wouldn't be able to tell this person, hey, do you want to shoot and then like go to this rave thing?
Yeah,
they would have been like, you're out of your fucking mind. Like I barely know you. So it's like cool to have dedicated people to shoot like that with, you know.
Yeah.
Now I'm definitely booking a shoot with you. You never know what happens to you, man.
I could go to San Diego rave.
Hey man, I could finally visit my rave family.
I know. Oh shit. All right, you had a story about Facetunes. You got any good? Or you had a story you were like, oh no, I'm gonna save.
You said that, yeah.
Oh wait, what was it? Facetune.
He said something.
You said something like,
the
he's like,
wall
oh,
was squeezing in, and you're like, oh yeah. I don't know. It's another story, and then you just.
Oh man, I totally lost train of thought on that one.
Damn,
it's all good. It's all good.
It's probably a negative story, so I don't want to bring it up. But yeah, you know, you just gotta watch out.
Positivity, bro. Vibes. Good vibes.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, fuck. Of course. I mean, we could talk about fucking photography and shit all day, and your work, and I'm sure we'll get you back on the podcast if you want to do round 2 of this shit. But
Yes.
we can shoot the shit, bullshit about
Yeah, go.
other,
I'm down. I'm down.
other random shit.
Ready for it? Because it's coming in hot, man.
Go.
You got something this
Well,
week?
I just want to talk about it.
E-Man's got a topic
Hey,
this
fuck
week.
you, all right? All right. You said research topics, so I'm like, all right, cool. Anyways, let's talk about it. No Nut November. It's November.
Bro.
It is
It's
November.
I don't know what day we're already in. I don't keep track.
Yeah, we
but
filmed this in advance, so
Yeah.
it's like
you're right.
the
So
end of the month, and we're filming this.
so No Nut November. How y'all doing? Are y'all doing it?
I lost. Fucking.
lost.
Bro, I lost 1 minute in.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it was midnight of October 31st, and I was like,
He
I'm
waited.
done.
He waited.
You're like, let me
On purpose.
let's get.
That's
It's like,
It was so funny. I posted like a GTA. It's like mission failed.
Yeah.
You get busted by the cops. So it's like mission failed. It said busted at the bottom. Like,
See, I would have been.
posted.
Mine would have said
Busted.
wasted.
Yeah.
Wasted.
but yeah,
Whoever fucking came up with that shit was a virgin at one point.
Bro,
Like,
it had to be
like,
something, bro.
like,
He got a
just be
chastity
like,
belt.
no,
He
bro.
said, if no one can nut,
I gotta get all
I
my
can't nut.
boys.
No one can nut.
Yeah, they're like, well,
funny.
he's like, I ain't nothing, so let's make a challenge out of this shit. What am I? What's the point?
That's what I'm saying. I don't think there is a point.
I mean, I don't know. I don't
To
know
see
what
how
the
long
real
you can
reason-
last?
I mean, I'm sure there's probably
So we building testosterone
yeah.
up
You
here.
could just be like,
That's
I'm
what it
mad
is.
hype.
Yeah,
Just for a month, just
No.
straight on edge for 30 days.
I'd lose my shit.
Yeah.
Bro,
I
I
lose
know
my
someone
shit.
who's doing it, and they're on whatever.
Trying?
No, they are doing it.
I mean, we're only as of the recording.
It's like the fourth.
day. in.
Okay,
We
so
ain't that far.
fourth day in, bro, he's already like change his attitude. Like he mad all the time. I'm like, bro, you need to relax.
Yeah,
He's all
bro.
like, sorry, man, I'm sorry.
There's
You know,
definitely
like-
probably some like psychological side effects for that.
bro, I'm
shit.
pretty sure this. You need
Yeah.
them endorphins, man. You need them endorphins.
Sometimes you need that serotonin. Well, I mean, like the thing is, like, what are you gonna do? Avoid girls and avoid, spanking the ham? Like,
Well, see, that's the thing. All right, is it just yourself, or is it include everything,
Bro,
like, everything and anything? Like you're gonna have to, if you're gonna fuck, you're gonna have to give yourself blue balls because you're not nutting.
No,
Just
I'm not
give
doing
up.
that.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
not
like,
doing that.
You're like,
Not doing
pull
that.
out, you're like, oh, did you come? Nope, I didn't. It's no nut November.
My pants are already on. I'm out the door. Like what? Like I'm already leaving. I'm sorry.
Like, what you just gotta, you would have to avoid like social interaction.
Yeah,
Every-
you have
at that
to lock
point.
yourself in a room. But
That's
even then,
it.
I feel like I'm just bored. Just beat off in a dark room.
That's
to
why-
my mind because I have nothing else to do.
You gotta put that thing on from what is it, Love Guru? Well, like
Oh,
they have
like
the
a
chastity
fucking
belt.
chastity belt and a
You're just gonna
straight
hear
jacket.
ding,
You're just like,
ding, ding.
There's no way. There's no
Man.
way.
yeah, impossible challenge. I challenge our listeners, if you haven't busted your nut, to not, because I am.
No.
I already did. so.
No, you know what? They should change it to More Nuts November.
Bro, I was just gonna get
That's-
to that.
you know,
there's
butt nuts.
there's like-
November.
no November. What was the other one? There's another one, but it was literally like you're just nutting all the time. November, like,
Non-stop.
You know,
Stop, there it is.
You know what I think is
Non-stop
a bigger topic here. We need to stop focusing on the male nut. We need to start focusing on the
No,
female
but
nut.
the females are laughing because they're like, oh, look at all these boys talking about no nut November. I'm getting my fucking nut. on."
Yeah.
And we're just sitting there like,
No, if it's no November, that counts for both. Everyone.
nah, man, it's only been adopted by the male community.
Fuck
man.
that.
It's the boys challenge. It's
I
the
failed
boys
that
only.
challenge. Then fuck that.
But
I'm hearing like the Call of Duty, the mission failed over
That's
and
it.
over in my head.
That's
That's on repeat, on repeat. That's all I'm hearing.
you just get the mission failed.
Yeah.
Shit, yeah, but yeah, November is stupid. I failed.
I just wanted to bring it up. See how you guys were doing with that. See if you guys were doing that.
I know. I failed my boys. Sorry, guys. I
would've
don't know if
failed
my
you
group chat
anyway.
is like really trying to do it. Like the boys up north, they're like, "Bro, we ain't gonna do it." I'm like, you guys are fucking liars.
That
I could get it if like you were in like a bodybuilding competition or you played professional sports.
like you need that.
You know, like
testosterone.
yeah,
whatever.
just need that
Average
boost.
Joe.
Just live your life, man.
Just have a nut.
Yeah.
just do it,
If
man.
that was a regulation during November, you just can't nut. Like if you're a professional sports star,
Well, then,
Imagine how violent those games
Well,
would get.
I mean, it depends. I mean, on the sports, not every sport's playing in November. So I mean,
Okay,
that kinda
football.
sucks,
Imagine
yeah.
football, just fucking full on tackles. 'Cause
Well, I guess they don't let like fighters, like UFC fighters and boxers. That's like part of their like training method. Is they
No
don't like
way.
like 2 weeks leading up to a fight, they just do not.
Big Connor. is just-
No way.
Do not. So that's
no wonder
why.
he's so
Yeah, no
mad all the
wonder-
time,
Yeah.
bro. He's
Fucking
always trying to
punching
fight someone,
DJs.
bro.
Yeah, dude. I mean, fuck, I'd fight people too if I'm 2 weeks in doing that
God.
shit. You know? Could you imagine?
2 weeks, bro.
Fuck that. No, hell no.
Oh man. Yeah, I can't imagine. I think the longest I've probably gone is probably like a week, and I was like, yeah,
You're already a trooper for that.
this is way too much. I'm already trying to fight.
Hey, man.
I don't even do anything. Stay in the house.
Someone look at you wrong, you're
Yeah,
like, what's up? What's up?
It's just we have so much access to it. You know, it's like Instagram, Twitter. There's just everything to look at.
Everything, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so it's a big thing.
It's crazy. You watch sports? You a sports guy?
I'm not too big into it. If it's on, I'll watch it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I like watching the fights, like UFC and stuff like that.
Okay.
Not too much. I'm a big gambler though. I do sports bets when I
Gambling.
Hey, there you
can.
go.
All right.
Let's
I lose
do
every
that.
time, but hey, good on you, bro.
You got good luck on sports bets, or you're just
Here and there. I go to Vegas a lot. I play a lot of poker too.
Okay.
You betting straight money line, or you doing like little side bets, like 3
I'll-
points? I don't know what they're.
I'll
called.
do like stupid ass prop bets, like
Oh,
on
okay.
the Super Bowl or like the World Series and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
Like, you know, they have like stupid prop bets. I'll do those. Those are fun. Like I remember there was one where like if Gronkowski catches a catch in the end zone,
Yeah.
it was like a prop bet and it paid a certain amount, and I did that, and then a couple other ones, but not too much. But I play a lot of poker. Like if we're talking sports,
That's
if
the
we
sport
if we
right
if we
there.
count that as a sport, dude, I play a lot of poker. Let's be honest.
You got glasses? You got like the shades?
No,
the
I don't.
visor
Actually,
and
know what's funny is
everything?
I don't play with these on, and I don't play with the shades or anything. I do play with the hat on
He
and
said
everything.
dead ass eye
Dead
contact,
eyes.
no
Yeah.
tails, no nothing.
Yeah, I mean, because I played sports in high school and stuff, but now as I'm getting older, I'm like, it's not really my thing anymore. You know?
Living life,
That,
gotta enjoy life.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the topics I wanted to get into was like getting into like old sports, like old people shit, like golf.
Oh,
fucking golf
fucking
like every
amazing.
week.
Do you go to the driving range?
Oh, I don't.
Not as
I
much.
want
We
to.
usually just
We
hit the
need to
course.
actually.
Yeah, we
Okay.
need to.
We
just
need
hit the
to.
course.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
we
we're
gotta-
like, hey,
we
what you
gotta-
doing this week? Oh, let's go to the course. Fuck it, all right.
Yeah.
But
That's
we're
funny.
ass.
We gotta chill little like par 3, like 18 hole like par 3 course over here. So we just cruise.
hit
and
my
do
first
that.
par 3
Like,
last week.
So is it actually just like are you guys playing golf, or you guys just boozing and playing golf?
No, we play golf.
we play.
Oh wow.
We played,
Okay.
I don't think last time. I don't think
No,
we
we
drank last time. We did full 18.
Yeah.
I was
Damn.
We're serious.
Played.
We're pretty serious.
It was, yeah. It was
So
intense.
I dated a Division I golfer back in the day.
Hello.
I'm golfed out, man. I'm golfed out. I had to fucking pretend that I liked golf
celebrity
for
on
2 years too long.
Oh,
So I'm
man.
kind of out of the golf range. I like going to the range though, like
Range
you know,
is
just
fun as
smacking,
fuck, though. You
Yeah.
smacking the ball as far as you can. There's a place in Anaheim called the Islands, and
With the lake?
exactly,
Amazing
exactly,
spot.
I
yeah.
wanna go,
Go
there.
out there.
I haven't gone there.
Oh, dude, it's dude.
so
You gotta
fun.
go. It's
All
good.
right.
It's fun because like you hit the ball, you can see it drop in the water, and
Yeah.
everything, so it's cool.
And then there's a guy that comes in a little boat.
Oh,
Try to
like
hit him, bro.
Dude, I've smacked him like
yeah.
five times. Like
he's got a
dead
cage
ass.
and everything. You're
Yeah.
just like, bah, like
Yeah,
what's
they have that
up?
over at all the other courses too.
Yeah, I know, but this
golf
one-
Course was on a boat. That's pretty funny.
But the thing is, the lake is like right here,
Mm.
and then you're
You're above.
above it. So
Okay.
like you have the like even more ability
Loft.
to just like
Yeah.
loft it in.
Yeah.
Whatever. So it's dope. I like that range. That's my favorite driving range.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
Pretty
that's
cool.
fun.
poker, golf.
Bowling count?
Well, I'm not a big bowler.
But does
though.
that
I mean,
count
I
as an
like
old man
bowling.
sport?
It's an old sport.
Shit. I tried
old sport.
learning how to curve it.
Mm-hmm.
Could not do it. I don't know how the hell they do that so fast.
Shit's
With like a 10-pound or 12-pound ball, bro.
They practice. That's why.
Dog.
Dude, I just take that 8-pound ball and just fucking
Fling that shit.
cannon pull that.
There you
fucking
go.
motherfucker. It'll
Man.
like bounce around in the fucking hole. Hey, I got a strike. It doesn't
All
matter
that
how it
That's
matters.
all
Yeah.
that matters.
I'm sure I told this story before on the podcast. I don't remember. 'Cause, I've been doing this podcast for so long now. Just can't remember all the stories I tell. But I used to work at like a bowling alley in college, like on
Really?
campus. There's, like, a
Okay.
little bowling alley. I used to work there because I mean, you have to have, if you're in like kinesiology, like elective courses, you can like choose to do a sport. Bowling being one of the sports. Working at the bowling alley. Took a free bowling class, but not even going to class.
There you go.
Just being at work. He
There you
doing his
go.
little lessons about like all this stuff, and I'm
You're just sitting in on it. You're like
this, like on the desk, just like okay, interesting. They do their class for like an hour or whatever. They'd leave, and then I'm like,
You try
I'm
right
like,
after.
Yeah, I'm like, it's a
You go
slow
right
day.
after.
Like, it's a slow day. Like I ain't gonna worry about it. So what do I do? Throw up a lane on the corner?
He said, put the feet 3 feet apart.
Yep.
Let's try that out. Hold on.
And
The big problem with bowling for me is I have one of my homies. I love him to death, but he takes like sports way too serious. And he gets fucking aggro. And I remember we used to go bowling a lot, like because it was cool because like I was dating this girl and her best friend was
Division
my
one
buddy's.
bowler?
No, but her best friend was my buddy's girlfriend, and then we're all friends, so it's like a big group of friends.
Yeah.
So we'd go bowling all the time because like what's there to do? In a small town Orange County, we go bowling and it's fun and everything. But he would get just so aggro. Like he was like, all right, we're gonna team up. I'm like, okay, so
Damn,
let me pick the person I came with. Let me bring my girlfriend, right? And he would just like get so angry. Like his girlfriend's like fucking 5 foot, 100 pounds. She's not gonna fling a bowling ball to get a strike.
What the fuck are you doing, babe?
Yeah, he's like, you need to pick it up. We are behind.
Even bumpers. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I'm like, dude. So it's like it ruined the whole experience because I'm like, I'm watching this dude get all aggro at his chick, and I'm like, dude, can I enjoy this beer? Because he's like making me try. He's like, let's put money on the game. I'm like, what
is that kind of person?
What are you talking?
3 pitchers of beer and throw a fucking piece of ceramic down a lane.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, I am like 3 pieces of pizza down and this beer, and you want to bet money on this game that I clearly don't give a fuck about?
He's like, I'm pitching a 6-pound ball right now. Like, you sure?
Yeah,
like,
dude, it got to the point, like, I thought he was going to overhand throw this fucking ball. Like, I'm like, what are you doing? We cannot do this.
Oh, man. Yeah, bowling's fucking intense. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. What else we got? Tennis.
Tennis. I haven't played tennis.
Big fan of tennis.
Really?
Yeah.
Why tennis? You Serena Williams over here?
I just like tennis. In college, I took a tennis class.
This
And I
guy.
was just like...
This man watching every sport that's there.
I know. He's like,
They got frisbee golf. Don't tell me you went on a fucking and watched frisbee
I
golf.
didn't watch it. No, it was just... I don't think there was a frisbee golf.
Oh, okay.
you know what sport
Actually, there might have been.
you know what sport I do like?
Which one?
Volleyball. Only reason
Volleyball.
why, because when I was in college, I remember I had to take an elective for something. For some reason, I ended up being the scorekeeper for the girls' volleyball team.
Not too bad.
That was one of the best jobs I ever had.
Hands down.
I was like, I love volleyball now.
Bro, but aside from that, no, it's a great game. It's so
really
entertaining to
intense.
watch because it's so
intense.
fast paced and
Yeah.
like you see these fuckers, they're like, bah,
Yeah.
bah, like these balls are going fast too. Like it's crazy. I actually like watching volleyball too. It's a
Yeah.
dope sport.
We didn't have a football team where I went to college. So like our big sports were fucking baseball, basketball, and women's volleyball.
Got it.
Yeah, I think mine too. Actually,
biggest sports. Those volleyball games
Yeah.
were probably the hypest sports out
Yeah.
there.
It's fun game. Fun
It
game.
is. It is a fun game. I play chess.
love
no.
chess, bro. I've never played competitive chess though. I'm not gonna be like, I got 5 seconds to put. No, hell no.
Okay, I'm a big. I can't do board games.
No boy.
Really?
I don't like board games.
Not even
Okay.
Monopoly.
And it was terrible. I feel like
Fuck Monopoly.
I feel like such a dick now because my most recent girlfriend she loved board games. Like she loved Monopoly. She loved
Oh,
fucking
Monopoly's
playing all this board games and stuff. And I remember she always wanted to play. And one time I got so upset. I mean, and I feel so guilty for this, man. Because she's like, we're gonna go over to my cousin's house and we're gonna play Monopoly. We're gonna play some board games. I go, fuck no, we are not. She's like, why? I go, cause they're boring. They're called board games. I'm gonna be bored.
Ew.
And I went off on her and I felt so bad.
Yeah, Adam.
So what did I do? I fucking went there and played Monopoly for 3 hours and shit.
See, Monopoly is tough though. Like that's a game.
It's a long game.
Yeah,
first
that
of all,
game
that's a
sucks.
It's a
long-
game you can only win if you cheat.
Bro, I be.
Yeah, I don't even.
If you're
I
the
don't-
banker, you're winning.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever played a full game of Monopoly.
No, me either.
Or two ever played the game fairly? Because I would steal. I would like hide money.
You don't
so
need
it's
to-
like-
Oh, if
you-
I was a banker,
Yeah,
especially.
you don't need to. You don't need
Oh,
to.
you
play
passed. You passed go. Here's 200, and now I'll slide one.
A good thing was,
Banker's fee.
as much as I hated playing fuck Monopoly, I always made sure my girl won. 'Cause,
Aw,
you know, I was fucking
Good
stealing. I was
guy.
stealing those hundreds. Fucking, I was like,
Good guy.
get over here, babe. Here's money.
But the game of life though, gosh, I'm fucking gassed.
That's-
at that
Bro, I'm
game.
living life. Why would I need to play a board game? That's another argument. I'm like, why do I need to play a board game? I'm living this bitch.
Maybe just see a different
Adam,
life.
bro. You can
Different
progress your
life.
life faster.
Faster, it's like fucking. It's like you pick up a card. Oh, you just had 3 kids. Like,
Oh, well,
shit,
there
this
goes me. Now I
this
gotta-
game sucks.
You're like, damn it. You look over, your girlfriend's like, the game's
And
dead.
I'm like, but my paycheck says no. There's no way.
What about video games? You do video games?
Dude, I love video games.
All right.
I love Apex Legends. That's my
Great
shit.
game.
Mm-hmm.
Great game.
Yeah.
That's your top game right now?
Top game right now. Warzone, to me, it sucks. It's just too much cheat and
Amen.
everything.
I
Amen.
gave up on
I stopped
Warzone
playing.
once.
Yeah.
Too
Apex
many
just
hackers.
got an update that I played last night, and it's fucking solid.
Season
I haven't played it in
11, right?
a
Yeah.
minute.
And then Battlefield's coming out. That's gonna be
That
another
one
solid
looks good.
game.
I was watching gameplay. That shit looks real. That shit looks fun. They got a grapple gun. You just fucking grapple
Yeah, see,
everywhere.
that's insane.
Dude.
Video
Vanguard's
games.
coming out.
You on Xbox, PC, PlayStation?
Xbox.
Xbox. Okay.
So
Get on the Xbox train, bro.
I have a PC, bro. I don't need it.
I might be making the Switch soon.
Dude.
So that's the
Yeah.
thing, is, you know.
The PC's
man.
fun, man.
If all my friends watching out there, Christmas gift, I just want $100 so I can buy my
I'm trying
PC.
to get him a PC. So if all his
He
friends
told me to
give him
scam.
$100,
He told me to scam.
Do it. Gotta do it.
10 friends, $100. That's $1,000 PC. That's
You-
a pretty decent rig.
You know what I think is funny is I really watch. Really like watching when those people play like the scary games and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like VR or like just regular?
No, well, both of them.
VR is something
both
different.
Of them.
That's
So like,
so funny.
there's this dude that plays VR, and that one's really funny. And then there's
Yeah.
another dude who just plays like the scary games, and
Uh-huh.
I just sit there and laugh my ass off. Like I watch the clips on TikTok and stuff.
Mhm.
I think that's really funny.
I'd be getting scared with them. But
Or-
then again, I'm a scaredy cat.
Yeah,
so, you
it's
know.
cool.
But-
Like anything scary.
What trips me out is, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a busy person, but the amount of time people have
To
like
do that?
playing Minecraft, playing
Making worlds and
making
shit?
worlds. Like they play Rust and they're building these buildings.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I barely have time to dedicate that to my own life. How are you doing this?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. There's one game, and if you play it, I'm sorry, but like, why would you play GTA as a real person? Like real life rules, have to stop at a stoplight. Like GTA is meant to you run someone over and just keep going. Like,
Well,
Again,
I don't
You
understand
don't-
how dude, I don't know how someone's been playing that game for 10 years now. That game is
Bro.
10 years old, bro. You know when so like when we were kids, probably all the same age.
Mhm.
We had my first GTA was GTA 2. And it was like
okay.
on the PS1.
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Again,
an old school one.
aging myself. And then I had GTA 3.
Mm-hmm.
I had Vice City. I had San Andreas.
That's the one I started with. Best game.
Yeah, San Andreas, and then there was GTA 5 and like all the like Ballads of Gay Tony, and that was all like in a 10-year span. Like there was like 10 games in a 10-year span. Now they're like, hey, you're gonna get one,
and play it
And
until
DLCs.
and you're fucked.
Yeah.
Cause all the ones before they were all really good games, but now it's like, dude, how much can you really do?
Dude, after
Wow.
10, to answer your question, after 10 years, they finally released a DLC for like the single player mode.
no.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So
Now
they
you might be
finally
playing GTA
upgraded
again.
like the single player. Because I mean, they really took that online shit and just.
But what are they
fucking
gonna do,
Put
though?
that shit to the moon,
No.
dude.
What are they gonna do? They
I
already
don't know.
finished it.
I mean, why build a whole new game when you can just keep making the games?
I want
everyone already
GTA
has
6,
Yeah.
bro. I want
You-
GTA 6.
You know what I'm gonna do? I do want to get the remastered Vice City.
Oh yeah,
'Cause I
They're
loved-
remastering
I
the full
loved that
classic
game.
trilogy.
Yeah, I
That's-
haven't, I
Vice
haven't
City,
played
San
that one.
Andreas, and 4.
San
I think?
Andreas for sure, though.
Vice City was an excellent game. It was just so cool.
Is that the one he had like a Hawaiian shirt on?
Yeah,
that's okay, I
yeah.
played that
The
one.
Miami
It's in Miami. Like the storyline's really good too. Like
Yeah,
you watch
it is.
storyline and everything is cool.
Yeah, I mean besides the fucking one game every fucking blue moon about Rockstar, like all their games have really good storylines.
Red
I
Dead
would say.
Redemption.
Yep, Red Dead has some good storylines.
You know, I never played Red Dead Redemption.
Wow, that's a great game.
Yeah.
I didn't play the
Great
first
game.
one or the
The second one is the best.
yeah, but Red
it's
Dead
great.
2. I still never finished.
No, that one
game.
is good. I put so many hours into that game. I skipped class for that game.
Yeah, I was that bad.
I had GTA 4, and then they had the expansion pack. So they had the Ballads of Gay Tony. That one was dope because not only was like the storyline great, but the soundtrack was dope. And I mean, if you're into house music, like that thing was fucking dope. So that was really good.
GTA got some good radio stations. I will tell you that. Talk shows, great.
Bro.
Even the song, like regular radio, great.
Their fucking clearance budget
Okay.
through the roof.
The separate topic here, sorry to interrupt, but talk shows. Have you guys heard of the Tom Leykis show? So this was like an old show back in like the early 2000s, and it's like the clips are coming back. I've been seeing them on TikTok. Bro, they're ruthless. I don't know how, like, I mean, you can't cancel it because the show's not around anymore.
Yeah.
But it's so like misogynistic
But bro,
and
people
everything.
are too sensitive now.
I think
You know,
I
that's
know
what
you're
it
talking
is.
about. I think I've seen some shit on TikTok where it's just like outlandish, like not even bluntly like racist, but like comedy, like racism shit.
Bro,
and it's just like
I was watching
funny.
Dave
Get over
Chappelle
it.
season 1, and I was like, "Yo, this would not fly today." But it's like back then it was fine, you know, like it's fucking jokes. It's all jokes.
So what do you guys think about like cancel culture? Do you think it's gonna make a flip? Do you think people are just gonna get over it and be like, "Hey, man, just"?
I think it's ridiculous. I think it's like, I don't know. Sensitivity levels of the generations have like just increased, and you can't even make a joke without being like attacked.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, like, you're no fun no more. Like, why am I even talking to you right now?
That's why you have a podcast, and I can say whatever I want.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. It's very true.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think cancel culture is, in the sense, stupid. I mean, obviously there are some good things like we talked about earlier with like, you know, photographers who, you know, do shit like that. Oh, like we're canceling this person because like he was either hurting people, like physically hurting people,
like being
or,
a shitty person.
That's different, though. That's different.
If you're like physically like ruining someone else's life with your actions, then yes.
But come on,
we
a
can cancel.
joke?
But if I'm just like sitting here with a microphone and being like, haha, hey, you're gay, and everyone's like, whoa, you're a straight man, you can't say gay. I'm like, look, bro, like, is he not? If he's not, fuck it, okay, like.
I got called out once. I accidentally said like she, her, whatever, and she's like, I don't, or they don't associate as she, and I'm like I'm supposed to know that? Like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah.
okay,
I mean,
I'm sorry.
I get it. Respect people's boundaries. Respect,
Of
you know,
course,
people.
always.
Respect your common man.
But it's like when you automatically assume like they know, or they automatically assume that you know. That's where I'm like, dude, okay, you could have told me a different way. You couldn't come at me like that.
Yeah, I mean,
You know?
I have my opinions on it. A lot of people aren't gonna like them. I think a lot of that, like, they invalidate, you know, others. You know, my thing is let live and let live.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not gonna tell other people how to live their life. They don't tell me. If you make the mistake, like, you know, if I'm, you know, someone calls me the wrong pronoun, or be like, I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, oh, this is the worst thing that's ever happened. I'm like, hey man, you know what? My name's Adam. My name's not Chris. You know, it's the same thing. You know, just
like,
give me a heads
kindly
up.
correcting them. You know, that's it. Just be courteous. Don't have to be like fucking attacking you right then and there. But yeah, so I mean, it's different now. I get it. Like, you gotta grow. You gotta learn to grow with it. It's cool.
Yeah.
But
I mean, yeah, you know, this world is never going to be happy with everything anyone does, so what can you do?
Yeah, my big thing is, you know, live and let live.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, like, if it walks like a duck, talks like a duck, it must be a duck, and that's just on a visual perspective. You know, it is. I'm not going to go out of my way to be unkind to someone I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, it's not my prerogative. You know, I don't want to get political or anything, but that's just, it is what it is. I think a lot of people are just like to, it's become a thing to where people, there's no value in being different anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone wants to take the easiest route to get recognition, and that's what they feel like. Oh, if I do this, maybe people will treat me different. You know, like, you know, there's people they're not looking at it from all kinds of aspects. You know, like, you know, I have friends who are trans, I have people who are gay, and everything, and that's their deal. We all have a hard time being accepted in this world. Whether you're trans, Latino, Black, whatever, we all have our own struggles. Don't push your struggles on someone who doesn't know you. So that's just my thoughts.
So bottom line, be a good human being.
Yeah, exactly.
Just be a good human being. That's it.
It's not that
be
hard,
nice.
bro.
Just be nice. That's it. That's all you gotta do. Then we'll all get along.
Stay
That's
in
what
your
it is.
lane. Smile at people.
That's
That's
it.
it.
That's all you gotta do.
Life, solve the
Life
world
will go
right
on.
there.
Exactly. Life will go on. Just be a good person,
This
guys.
podcast changed everything.
We changed the world, bro.
Changed the world on this
we need
podcast.
that
If you
award.
were here, you're coming with us up to the holy gate. Oh man, but yeah, Adam's fucking fun on the internet, man. This guy gets into some shit.
Is that so?
Yeah, I like to. I mean, I piss a lot of people off.
Oh.
It's funny because like my posts are very serious. My stories are very very funny, very like outlandish. Because I like to think it's therapeutic for me.
Yeah.
Obviously, one big thing like I learned, I got into a really big accident when I was younger, and I don't want to talk about that, but that's a story for another day. But the most important thing is they told me that you need to start talking about it, and I'm a very social person, and when that happened, I was really closed off. But when I started talking about it, I became more comfortable with it, and so I just kind of like, why would I go and tell somebody who I don't know, i.e. a therapist, why would I go spend money to go and sit in front of this couch that this lady or man is going to judge me on? I don't know them. I'd rather speak to my peers, people who are on this journey of life with me, and see what they have to say. So it's cool because I have somewhat of a platform where I can be like, hey man, this is what happened to my day. What do you guys think? And people will respond, and people are like, oh, this is great, like this is a good message, or like, oh, I feel the same way, and they tell me their experiences. It's kind of like a little community that I have, and I try to respond to all the messages that I get, and it's cool as hell, and so like a thing I was talking about on my story the other day, I was telling everyone like, yo, when I get lit, I'm a big simp. Like I love my friends, and I tell everyone, people that I'm with, I tell them I love them and everything. People are like, oh yeah, like that's cool. Or people were telling me like, oh yeah, that's something I need to work on because I'm like kind of a depressive drunk, or like people are like, oh yeah, I'm like kind of like an angry drunk or whatever. And it's like, work on that. We're all working on it. We can all be positive. Working. So it's cool. And I think people need to obviously not be annoying, but you need to talk to people. Share your experiences. So. Because you never know what you might be going through. Someone could relate, and you never know. That can make their day. Because the last thing people want to be is alone. And sometimes the greatest thing you can say is reaching out to people and be like, hey, I feel this way, and people will be like, wow, I feel that way too. I'm so glad I'm not alone in this world feeling that way.
Yeah.
So
Adam again putting it down. It's right there.
Like a true man out
right
here,
there,
dog. Really giving it. Shit, man. I mean. Yeah, I guess we can, start, wrapping things up. Unless, man, what you got? Anything else you want to get off your chest, like Adam said right now?
Just let it all out, man. Cry if you want to. It's cool.
Yeah, I've been crying on the podcast
podcast every week, bro.
It's like I don't know why it just tears. It's only one eye too, and it just tears.
Tears of joy. Tears of joy.
Like, what's going on, man? Like, is it because I'm smiling too much? Is it because I'm laughing? I don't know, but no, not anything right now. I mean. Add other topics, but that could be saved for another conversation for another day.
All right, pimp.
So.
Well, then, yeah, man. Well, we'll slowly. Ain't no rush. We'll wrap things up. But you have a book.
Yes.
That you published.
Yes.
I
do.
Still have.
I have a couple more copies. It's pretty much sold out at this point.
Selling
but
all books.
I think I might do another round,
There we go.
Another round of them.
Make sure to pre-order. Can they pre-order?
Pre-order if I do another round. I have another one coming out too. Well, it's more of a magazine, just of the latest collection. Once I finish it, pre-orders are November 14th. I don't know if this is going to
There you go. Hey, make sure to get that. Make sure to out, man.
Yeah, like I said, is on your Instagram.
Yeah, it'll be on my Instagram and my website. You can catch me, Adam Cole Studios. Everywhere, Twitter, Instagram. My website's adamcolestudios2.com. Find me and all my fucking shenanigans and all the shit that I do.
I'm a look now because I want to see these shenanigans. So. I want to see you go to a night rave under a freeway.
Yep, I'll put all of Adam's links and everything in the bios for everything on the YouTube and when it's out on Spotify and all.
So you gotta cut like the moments up and put them on TikTok and stuff like that.
Yeah,
you
on
gotta do
TikTok
that.
too. So we'll put you out up on there. But yeah, the book. Before we end, how was that process of building the book?
Oh, dude, it was fucking difficult.
Yeah.
I learned everything on my own, self-taught. I mean, I didn't know how to use Photoshop at the time.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I was doing was like scanning my because it's a Polaroid book. It's a book of all my Polaroids and stuff like that. So I had all these scans of the individual Polaroids, but I didn't know how to like cut it out and like put it on the page.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to learn how to like actually cut it out of the actual scan and like post it on there and format it all the way. And then I contacted a printing company, and they put it all together for me. Like I literally laid out like on PDFs and everything, and then they were like, okay, here's a book, and they shipped it out. It's a hardcover book, so it's fucking it's quality.
Nice.
It was really cool because it kind of sold out like immediately, and I didn't really think it was gonna go that well. So I did another round of them. The only bummer was like the next round wasn't as like good of a quality as like the first ones.
Mm-hmm.
But it was funny because like I delivered the second round, and everyone was like, dude, only you would notice that it's not the same quality. This looks the fucking same. Like you're just in. I was really bummed out on it for a minute because I was like, dude, these copies look like shit. And then I showed like a couple friends that are like really close to me and a couple of the models that are in the book. They're like, I can't tell the difference. Like you're just being an idiot. So I'm like, okay. So, but it was cool.
That's 2 rounds already sold out. Third one on the way.
November 14th, right?
November.
Pre-order.
4th.
It's a different book. It's called.
Okay.
It's gonna be called Just Add Water.
Okay.
It's gonna be all the photo shoots kind of revolve around water.
There you go.
Of course, so it's very
make sure
cool.
to pre-order that.
And then by the
There
time
it
this
is,
comes
yeah.
out, it'd probably be, I don't know, another couple days after. Yeah, a couple days after this episode comes out. Go on Adam's page.
I'll announce the
keep
pre-orders.
watching,
You just gotta keep watching.
his shit, and he'll tell you about it. But get on that for the book. You mean your shirt, is that still something? Your brand, your clothing?
Which
Is that one yours?
This is Deftones. No, I have
Oh.
another brand, Degenerate. That's on fucking permanent hold, man. I love that brand. I love that
Permanent
brand. It's really cool. That started with my boys because we're going to Vegas a lot. We were playing poker. One of them was like actually making a run to be a professional poker player.
nice.
Oh, wow.
And he actually taught us because we like fell in love with going to Vegas and it was cool because like he was getting us rooms for free because he was gambling all the time and win all this money.
Perks.
He's a
perks.
fucking degenerate. He was insane. He literally was like down a bunch of money. He went to the ATM, pulled out like a couple G's, and like was just like, fuck it. If I'm up, I'm up. If I'm down, I'm down. He just like, and then he put it all on a roulette. He's like, fucking, here's a couple G's on red. Didn't even cash in chips. Just threw fucking money on there, and it hit red. And just fucking straight-faced, like a motherfucker, just grabs the money and goes, all right, let's go home.
That's it. That's how you're supposed to do it. That's it.
Oh,
That's
insane.
it.
And like he really taught me how to play poker, and I read a couple books and I got really good at it, and like we all got pretty decent at it. One of my buddies, he's just a luck box. Like he'll put $20 in a slot machine, and he'll come out with like a G. He's just insane.
Hey,
But
have him around me. Let me go with him next time.
So
Like-
we started this brand a long time ago. We're just like, dude, let's just put like degenerate on a shirt. Like that's funny, like gambling degenerate,
yeah.
And we'd get these shirts, and we'd literally just like walk into the casino, and people would like, dude, I had one guy like buy the shirt off my back. He's like, dude, I want that shirt. He's like, what size are you? I'm like, this is a large. He's like, I was a lot smaller then, but he's like, good, I'll buy it. He's like, what? He's like, $60. I was like, fuck, $60.
All right.
Here's a fucking shirt. And we did like a run, and we just could never keep up inventory. So
hard.
yeah,
It's a hard
it
thing,
was
yeah.
very hard, and especially we're broke young kids at the time, so. Couple $100 here and there, and then gambling money, like we didn't have a lot of money to spend, and like eventually all the boys got busy with like their businesses and stuff, so it just got keep getting put on the back burner. But it was cool because like we started going to Vegas immediately when we were 21, spent a ton of money on a friend's birthday, and we were like, how do we come back here but not spend any of this money? Dude, I remember researching for fucking months, just looking at like what's the best deals to this. But I guess, okay, so the trick to Vegas is, and nobody knows this.
It's at the end of the podcast when everyone tuned out anyway.
I know,
so.
right? So when you go to Vegas, 20% of the people that go make up 100% of the revenue for Vegas.
Okay.
So you're thinking tourists, you're thinking people who don't know the place and everything, and the big ballers, obviously.
Yep. Sounds about right.
But if you have connections, know how to work the deals, you can go to Vegas for almost for free. You know, so it got to a point where going out to the bars here in LA cost me more for one night than a weekend in Vegas, because I would go.
We're going to Vegas with Adam. Hold on. We're going to Vegas with Adam, bro. Hold on now.
It got to the point where I could get rooms for free. I would bring a bunch of my girlfriends who would come, and like I started making friends with promoters and stuff like that, and they'd be like, okay, like, well, there's 2 of you guys, or there's like 4 guys, and you're bringing like 20 girls.
Ratio.
Yeah,
The
you,
ratio.
you know, you have the ability, like, here's drink tickets if you get here before 11. So like,
Yeah.
you know, and then eventually I got really good friends with this promoter out there, and he's just he's a savage Russian guy, and he would just hook it up. So yeah, learn tricks to Vegas, make friends, make connections. It's always super fun. 'Cause a lot of people always tell me like, oh, I went to Vegas, it was expensive, it was shitty. I was like, well, you just don't know how to do it.
Yeah,
So.
that's definitely true. But yeah, man, is there anything else you have going on that you want to plug, that you got coming up besides the new book? Or
No, not really. If I'm looking for some new faces, if you want to shoot with me, hit me up. If you're out there, I want to kind of do. I'm going to be switching up my whole page and everything. It's going to look different in a couple months, hopefully. So we'll just see. We'll see how things develop.
Oh,
cool, man. Hell yeah. Well, again, man, thank you for joining
man.
us.
Thank you guys for having me on there. This is fun.
Yeah.
I love doing this shit because I like talking. Like so,
hell
like
yeah, dude.
so it's really cool. I enjoy this stuff a lot.
Of course, man. And then shit, Eamon, what's up, bro?
Well, first, thanks. Yeah, honestly, thanks for coming on, bro. It's
Course,
super
course,
entertaining. It's
yeah.
super fun to have you, and love to have you again. You'd be more than welcome.
Def.
So, we'll plan it. We'll do it whenever. But yeah. Other than that, yeah. So, be good human beings.
Be good human beings.
That's
There we go.
gonna be my line today. Follow me on Instagram, Emmanuel Tanap. Anything else, don't follow me because you're not gonna find me.
Scary cat. And yeah, man, as again, he's ADAMCOLESTUDIOS on everything, so make sure you find him on there. I already did the little intro shit in the beginning, so just follow me on Instagram and everything else at DJXFaro. I'll let y'all figure out how to spell that because we all adults here. So, with that,